On this show for the past week or two, we've been questioning, asking what the evidence is, what the specific identifiable reason is why these politicians are claiming that their lockdowns are effective. So far, they have not been able to point a reason to us other than the fact that their models, their original predictions from their models were incorrect. Why do you believe that these models, whether it's the IHME model, whether it's Neil Ferguson's Imperial College model, any of the ones that have been referenced by the White House, why are they failing in their predictions?
So it's very, very interesting, and this is actually worth walking through in a little bit of detail. The model in Washington, the UW model, the IMHE model, said that New York State was going to have a crisis, an absolute crisis. And it said that the model was built in late March, and it said that by early April, New York State was going to be overrun. There were going to be thousands of hospitalizations a day, many more than the state had capacity for. The reason that the model said that is that in the previous few days, New York State had seen an incredible surge in cases. Okay, the hospitalizations went up about sevenfold in the week before March 25th. And everyone thought, okay, New York locked down, but they only locked down on March 22nd. It is too late. There are people who are infected, who are going to get sick, who are going to require hospitalization, and this trend is going to continue. So the models explicitly predicted that despite the lockdown, this was going to happen. And it didn't happen. And why it didn't happen is going to be a question that we really should try to answer, but we don't have a great answer yet. One answer might be, okay, social distancing actually made a difference in the days before the lockdown. So that's a little bit of a pro-lockdown argument. Another answer might be that surge we saw around March 25th and in the days just before was actually driven by panic. People panicked and they went to the hospital, and in some cases they infected each other. And so the lockdown may have actually driven some of that surge. But for whatever reason, and I think there are other possible explanations too, but for whatever reason, what people really have to understand about the models is the reason the models failed isn't that they didn't account for the lockdowns. They absolutely, explicitly accounted for lockdowns. What they didn't account for was that the surge of infections seems to have happened before the lockdowns could have stopped them.